What's good?
What's going on, everybody?
What's happening, man?
Hey,
Wade back again from Vietnam. We're ready to roll. Can't wait, man. Let's go.
yeah, man. Good to have you back. Welcome back to the show, everybody.
Thank you, buddy.
Episode 8.
Appreciate it. Number 8
Yeah.
already, man. Rolling right along. Can't
No,
beat
it's
it.
been going pretty good, man. How you been? How's bets been going for you this week?
Yeah, can't complain. Solid week last week, man. Slow and steady. Went 14-10. I think all readers are up 8.5% the last 7 days. I can't beat that. We'll take it any day in the any week in the green in MLB, the long grind MLB. I'm happy with. We'll take it. Nice little 3-2 Friday to end the week for me, but nowhere
Very
near the
nice.
profits you're putting up, though, man. Tell everybody about your winning streak. Like I said, I think you won 9 straight days in MLB.
Yeah, man. We just to be quick here. We went on a 9-day profit streak. All of that was MLB. We didn't have anything else in the middle of
Love
that. Half of that, I guess, I was over in Vietnam, so it's been
it.
working out pretty well while we're over here.
Only the
Um,
MLB guru, folks, can win out of the country. I love it. I mean, really, win 9 straight days out of the country.
no, it's been good. Yeah, no, this last weekend we gave a little back to the books. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Friday was pretty rough with MLB. Saturday was rough with the UFC, and we can kind of count all that together.
Gotcha.
Last few days. Yesterday we gave back minimum. Baseball. Saturday we basically broke even. So really Friday was just a really down day for us. Really, all of our pitchers kind of went against the grain.
Yeah.
Um, it happens. It's going to happen. But no, we got up to about 20 plus units on Friday, then gave a little back. So we've got a couple of days here left to try to get us back to a good position for the month. So
Love it.
yeah, I can't complain. We've had a handful of new members join us over the last few days. They're starting to trickle in a little bit.
Good
So
deal.
you got to win in this business to get customers. So
That's it.
but
Well, dude, you've been doing
well,
plenty of winning as long as I've known you. I think I can't ever keep count, but I think out of 17, 18 months, I think you've won in 16 of them or something crazy like that. Isn't it? 16 out of 17 months you've posted profits. So that's insane, guys. That's really good. So
correct. We've only lost one. We only had one negative month all year last year. Haven't had one yet this month. So
it's
or this year. So
love it. I love it. Congrats, dude. And
yeah,
and
I
it's
know
and it's only because of your research, man. I mean, nobody knows the walks markets, the outs markets better than you do, and it shows. You're grinding. You know, like I tell people, you're 12-hour time difference right now than me, and yet you're getting plays ready to rock and roll. It's midnight your time, and you're ready to rock. So
it is a struggle with the time difference trying to figure out when games start,
yeah,
all that. So it's been a whirlwind, but it's been interesting. It's been giving me some time. Actually, it's actually a good time because in the evening time it's when you guys are all waking up. So I actually have some time to research, laying in bed, and
nice
get that stuff done in time. So um, no, it's been working out pretty well.
deal.
Vacation's been good. We've been hot. We've been sweaty. Um,
100 plus
but
degree
it's
days. Yep.
Yeah, no, but it's been great. So there's really
Nice.
no sports watching here. You turn the TV on, can't really find a sports channel.
Really.
So yeah, it's
Oh
kind of
man.
other than just kind of checking ESPN scores. That's kind of where we are. But
There you
no, I
go.
mean, I know we've got a few things we wanted to talk about here, and I know we got to be pretty quick here today. But I do like what you're interested in the talking about the Phillies real quick here.
Yeah.
How impressed you've been with them?
Yeah. Like I say, it pains me to say anything good about the Phillies or the Dodgers just because I'm a lifelong Braves fan. Been a Braves fan since I was like 5 years old, which is goes all the way back to 1988 when they were very, very terrible. I know it's hard to imagine a time when the Braves were just terrible, but they were when I was a little kid. But anyway, Phillies, good Lord, man, this staff is insane. Zach Wheeler, 1.93 ERA. He's number one overall in WAR, just killing me. We cashed a strikeout prop with him. He got over on the Reds, which the Reds strike out a ton. That was a no-brainer to me. Took him over 7.5. He did get exactly 8, so we're a little fortunate, but he could have had 10 or 12 the way he was dealing, man.
For sure.
Aaron Nola, he's been his normal solid self. His control's been a little bit iffy, but overall he's still 4-1 with a 3.2 ERA. It's hard to beat. But the biggest surprise to me, man, has been Ranger Suarez. This guy, expected ERA 2.01. I think he may be worth a sprinkle in the Cy Young plus 12-1. I know that is definitely a long shot. It's hard to bet on a guy when Zach Wheeler's your teammate, it's hard to bet on the other Phillies guy to win the Cy.
Yeah.
But I think at 12-1, maybe worth a few peanuts there. But yeah, the Phillies just been rolling, 19-10. I have them fifth best team in baseball. That's pretty much it, man. What do you think? You got anything to add about the Phillies, their pitching staff, their lineup, anything?
I like Alec Baum. He's been a monster.
Baum,
he's
yes.
he's raking. I know, like you mentioned, Bryce Harper's been playing a lot better since he came off paternity leave.
Yep.
The Philly starters, really all four of the main starters are stalwarts in our prop betting. And they've really let us down this year on the walk props. Sanchez has been walking people, Wheeler's been walking people, Nola's been walking people, but their outs and their ERA and everything else has been down. So no, they're just stellar. I think they're one of the better teams in baseball, and I think if you want to put a future on any team to win a World Series, they may be one of the best teams to put a future on a World Series right now, unfortunately.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I mean, it took them in our preseason show at 15-1 just because of the pitching staff. I just think it's insane. With the Braves losing Strider, that hurts them a whole lot. I'm interested to see what Atlanta will do. Hopefully, they will add an arm before the trade deadline. But yeah, I couldn't agree more. They're worth a sprinkle on that. Either the win to NL or to win World Series, whichever one you want, or both. Maybe you sprinkle both. I don't know.
Yeah, either way, I think they're going to win the division unless Atlanta's offense can just continue to just smash and their pitching can just hold through. They won't. If the Phillies do win the division, it won't be by a bunch of games. It'll be close.
Yeah, it's going to be a fight. It's going to be a fight between them two.
They will make the playoffs. If you could make a bet on teams to make the playoffs, Phillies will 100% make the playoffs.
Yeah, there's
their pitching staff is way too good.
Yeah, there's no doubt. Exactly. Yeah, the only thing slowing down would be injuries. But damn, when you got four thoroughbreds, you can lose a guy and you still got three top of the line starters. That's
100%. And I believe they just got T1 Walker back. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
so,
I think I did read that. Yeah, I think he went yesterday, if I remember.
Yeah, I don't know how he did, but he did pitch yesterday. So that's another decent guy that can go for him. So
good point. Yeah, good.
They're poised. And I know, kind of going from the Braves Phillies little rivalry to possibly the best rivalry of the week coming up, and maybe one of the biggest rivalries that you think is brewing for the next few years.
Yeah, that's exactly right, man. Yankees, Orioles. I don't want to step on anybody's toes with a Yankee or Red Sox fan listening. Thank y'all for listening. Hit the like and subscribe button while you're at it, if you don't mind. Before I say this, but I think the Yankees and Orioles are going to be the new big rivalry in the AL. It's going to replace Yankees, Red Sox, in my opinion. I know nothing could really replace that rivalry, but as far as two top contenders, I think these two best teams in the American League, man. And I'm not the only one that feels that way. Team Rankins has them rated that way also. Both offenses pretty good. Both starting rotations above average. Both bullpens very good. Yankees just exploded over the weekend. 30 runs scored in the last 2 days against the Brewers. Holy smoke, where did that come from? Anthony Rizzo hit his 300th career home run. Judge finally seeing the ball better. He hit a home run yesterday. I don't know, man. Did you? I know we want to talk a little bit about, and you nailed this. This is why you got to listen to Wade. He talked about how it's time for Craig Kimbrell to retire. Kimbrell's blowing saves left and right. Blew a save against Oakland. He's out with a back injury now. What do you think, Guru Wade? Is this the time? Does Baltimore finally wake up, smell the coffee, and make Cano the closer instead of Kimbrell? What do you think?
Oh yeah, no, I love Cano. I think he's got the stuff. Obviously, he doesn't have the experience as a closer, but you got to give this guy a chance. And what better weekend to give him week to give him a chance to go at this right now against their probably biggest rival right now. Even if Kimbrel comes back, I truly believe they should use him as a setup man for Cano.
Love it.
Let him go. Even if he comes in as a setup guy, Kimbrel could still give up a couple hits or a couple runs, and that they're up. I think Cano could still come in and save him. But I think if you go the reverse and you put Cano as the setup and you leave Kimbrel out there, you're going to lose more games than you're going to win. I just don't think that's smart. Cano's got all the stuff that you want in a closer.
He does.
We just haven't seen him in that role yet, so why not give him that leash and let him go?
Yeah, I couldn't agree more, man. And I'm biased on this too. I'm holding the Orioles over 89.5 wins on the season, so I really hope they make this move. I like Craig Kimbrel. I used to like him when he was with the Braves and he was in his prime. I mean, he was, he's obviously one of the best all-time closers in baseball. But man, the last couple years, he's leaving the ball too fat, right down the middle. And big league hitters are going to crush anything dead down the middle. You
can't leave stuff hanging. You can't leave stuff up, and that's what he does too often. I don't know. I like when we talked about in our preseason show. I was shocked they even signed him. This is a team that's trying to really get to the World Series, and they go and sign somebody who's completely questionable, like Kimbrel.
Yeah.
It's almost kind of like signing a Aroldis Chapman. I don't know why anybody wants to sign either one of these guys right now. There's got to be better guys in AAA they could bring in if they need to. I don't know. That's my 2 cents on it, but I think it's very questionable moves.
Yeah. It just doesn't make sense for an organization that's on the upswing. It's like I don't know. I could see him. I agree with you. I could see him as a better setup man or maybe a seventh inning guy,
Sure.
Something like that. But man, when you're needing somebody to close out a ball game, he just not at this time. He does not have closer type stuff. He's only.
I think as a closer, man, you've got to have swing and miss stuff.
That's it.
You've got to be able to get guys to chase, and you've got to be able to just grit down and throw the ball past people sometimes, and he can't do that now.
Yep. That's it. Yeah, you nailed it. You nailed it, man. That's
and I think that this is a huge series. Orioles need to get every single game they can against the Yankees because right now they're 2 games back. It's a long season. They're probably going to play, I don't know how many more times they're going to play, 12, 15 more times against each other, but every single game matters, and they need to try to at least win every series to keep at least ahead of them because once they get away from each other, you don't know who's going to beat who. And as long as they have that head-to-head edge against the Yankees, when they get deeper, closer to postseason, they're going to have that mental edge that they can beat this team. For these young teams like the Orioles, they've got to pull these games out.
Yeah, I think it just means more. It means more to the younger team with the less experience. It's a great take.
You think that the Yankees are all focused on what are we doing in the playoffs? Well, you got to get there first.
Yeah.
So
yeah. It's easier said than done when you're in the AL East, man. I mean, every freaking team's tough. So should be a good one though.
Yeah.
Clark Schmidt's not bad, and Grayson Rodriguez is on the upswing as well. I like tonight's pitch matchup pretty well. Looking forward to watching that one coming up here around I think 6:30 Eastern time.
Yeah,
it'll probably be 6:30 a.m. Vietnam time, but
Yep. Nope, you're right. About 6:37 a.m.
Hopefully, we'll be getting some sleep by then, man.
We'll see, man. And I like to I like to piggyback off that, and let's see what you got for everybody for the best bet today, man. I know we kind of talked about this team earlier, and now I'm kind of excited about this play.
Yeah, well, I appreciate it, man. Yeah, I've got 4 bets up over at Bettor's Insider, 3 best bets, 1 props. Props been doing really well, by the way, up 7 units. I've only given out 20 of them this year, up 7 units overall with the props. Can't complain. But this one, it's going to be a side. We'll stick with the Phillies, man. That's been riding them a few times this year. Going to go back to the well. Minus 135 over at Bet365 over the Angels. Seems way too cheap, man. I mean, I thought this line, I think you and I were talking off air, this line should be at least, what, 160s, 180s, something like that?
Easily 175, 180.
It's crazy, man. I mean, we get a guy like in Christopher Sanchez, crafty lefty with good stuff, K rate 25.5%. Expected batting average against Sanchez just 220. Going up against Griffin Canning, I think it should be Griffin Canning. Expected slugging percentage gets him 494. His K rate just 18%. He's weird. He will throw in a gem every once in a while, but man, oh man, I think his ERA, if I'm not mistaken, is up over 7 this year. So, yeah, it is 7.5, by the way. Holy smoke. So if the Phillies can't hit against Griffin Canning, I don't even know what to say. So also I sprinkled, I'm curious your thoughts about this when you're more of a prop guy than I am. I sprinkled Christopher Sanchez to get the win for the Phillies, found plus 130 at DraftKings. And I'm like, holy smoke, you're going to give me a team that's minus 135 for the game. You're going to give me plus 130 with their starter when I really like the starting pitcher edge. I sprinkled it, man. I didn't play a full unit, but I definitely like the Phillies, and I like Sanchez to get the win. You got any thoughts on that one?
Yeah, you just gave me a play to give out to my VIP is what happened.
Woo! Man, I'm honored.
No,
Wow. Hello,
I've
VIP
been,
guys.
yeah, man. No, I've been, and I'll shout you out too, man. I don't take plays and not tell people where I got it from.
What a
If I
guy.
do
What a
that.
guy. What a guy.
No, it's like I told you before, I've got somebody helping me at least do some research, help me get some leans. They send me a list of pitchers that we normally target and good
Nice.
matchups to help me with my research so I can just get on them quicker and not sit around and look at the whole board all day long.
Gotcha. Good. You need
And
that on vacation, man. You need to
yeah,
relax time, man.
for sure. I did ask him if he saw any pitchers to win today that he liked, and he didn't say he liked any today. But had I looked, I might have liked Sanchez as well. The ones I like to target are around plus 130 down to minus number.
Nice.
And when you're telling me that the Phillies are going to be at minus 135 and he's plus 130 to win, that's an absolute no brainer to me.
Love it.
I think that's going to give you maybe a 75% chance to hit that bet. If I were to go back and count
I
all
hope
them
so.
to win pitchers that we've hit, a lot of these are hitting like that, exact where you've got that line discrepancy and it doesn't really make sense.
Yeah. 65-cent difference is just like, what
Yeah,
the heck, man? I mean, it just I don't understand it, especially against a guy like Canning. You know, I could see this price if this was Reed Detmers throwing for the Angels. You know, Detmers has got a
sure.
gun he can throw. You know, I could see that, but why are we getting plus 130 against Griffin Canning here? You know, it's like, and Sanchez is no joke. I mean, he may be the 4 starter, but it's only because he's on the Phillies. He'd be the ace on some teams.
For sure. No, I really like both plays. I'm shocked by the line of minus 135. I just, without even doing much research, the Philly should be minus 175, minus 180.
Love it.
Like you mentioned, on the road, maybe books favor home teams more, but I don't.
That's something I've thought the last probably two to 4 years or so. I don't know when I started noticing it, but I think the books are overvaluing home field advantage in MLB. This is not college football. It's not college basketball where home court, home field means something in those sports. I don't think it means as much in MLB.
There's too many games.
Yeah, you're playing 162 games. You're playing every day. These guys are used to travel. Is there a little bit of home edge? Probably a tad bit, but I think
maybe in some stadiums.
Yeah, depending on who it is and the crowd and all that time, all that.
And what day? Not day
Yeah,
games on
yeah.
Monday.
But overall, it's like I just think that they're overvaluing. It's like, what would this line be if the Phillies were at home? Wouldn't it be minus 200 if they're at
I was
home?
going to say minus 200.
It's crazy. It's like, it's minus 200. So it's like you give me a team that's minus 200. It's 65-cent difference just because it's in LA.
Unless they project Canning to get 10 strikeouts today, but I don't project that to happen.
Against this Phillies lineup, that'd be tough. But yeah, I don't know, man. So don't
No,
hold
I
out.
think it's a good look. No,
Thank
but
you, man.
I do
Appreciate
think that you said you got that at Bet365, and Bet365 is not a very popular book in a lot of states yet. I know they're coming around a little bit.
Yeah.
But I do want to mention that if anybody's looking to sign up for a book, if you want to put down $5, $10, get back $250 in bonus bets, $500 in bonus bets, please go to eatwatchbet.com.
There
Go
we
to
go.
bettersinsider.com.
Yep.
Don't just sign up for a new book without getting an affiliate link. And I know it's, you may not want to help somebody else that's giving you an affiliate link, but if you do that, you will get bonus bets back that you can then win more bets with.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what Eat Watch Bet. Do you know exactly what Bet365 is offering right now?
Yeah, sure do, man. I appreciate the plug there. Yeah, so if you're on eatwatchbet.com or Better's Insider, either one, Just click any link for Bet365. It helps us out a lot, helps us keep our content free, helps us pay our bills, all that stuff. But right now, if you're in any state that 365 is legal, they're doing a bet $5, get 150 back in bonus bets. Kicker is if you're in North Carolina, since North Carolina just went live back in March, North Carolina, it's a little different. They're offering bet 5, get 200 bonus bets. So either one, if you're as long as they're legal in your state, they're not unfortunately legal in mine yet. I'm waiting on that. I love Bet365. I've used them when I've been traveling and stuff. They got a great app. I think you're a pretty big fan of them too.
Love them. Yeah, especially baseball. They have every single game. They have all the money lines, run lines, totals, props, alt props. They've got everything you want.
Nice.
No run first inning. Yes, run first inning. And really, if you get on Bet365 early enough in the day, they sometimes have better lines than any other book.
Love it, man. That's great to know. I've noticed that. I use an odd screen, and a lot of times, man, I'll notice there'll be like, for instance, with this bet on our Phillies ticket here, they're like 4 or 5 cents cheaper than a lot of other books. Your FanDuels, DraftKings, all that. Caesars,
Yep.
even they're outpricing them. So I gotta give a lot of respect to Bet365. They're really trying to give people a little bit better savings on lines, and I respect that. So. Yeah. Dude, let's feed the people, Wade. You're the prop guru in MLB, especially when it comes to walks and outs, that kind of thing. What do you got cooking up for us, man? I got my pen ready. Anytime you're giving out a pitcher prop, I'm making notes just for my own personal reasons. So feed the people. What do you got?
Yeah, man. We're looking at we're going to go to New York today.
We already talked about that. Nice.
Yeah, no, they're playing Baltimore today, and I want to go against Schmidt. We took him under 16.5 outs today.
Nice.
Best line was actually minus 115 on Fliff. If anybody uses
Fliff. Yes, Fliff. Yes, absolutely.
We don't use it a lot. Yeah, they have a lot of good lines, but they're not available in every state. In some of the states they are in, they don't let you deposit cash. So you just have to check your state, because you can get it in almost every state. But if the states don't let you deposit money, they give you like fake coins to play with.
Yeah, gotcha. Then you convert it back to cash, right?
Correct.
I got you.
Either minus 115 on Fliff or minus 130 on MGM. I'd rather take the minus 115 myself.
Sure.
But Schmidt has not hit this line in his last 4 starts versus Baltimore. He is under in 9 straight dating back to last year, and under in just 10 of the last 11. And in 2023, he went under in 73% of his games.
Jeez, that's a great.
What I really liked about this
trend.
was that, it's a tricky one, because he's one of those like regression, positive regression, negative regression, where there's one of these games he's just going to have a good game against Baltimore.
Right.
I just don't see it happening today. Baltimore is hitting versus right-hand pitchers at home number 1 over the last 14 days, hitting 277, and they're ranking second in WRC plus against right-hand pitchers at home. So they've been doing very good against right-hand pitchers at home. It'd be very tough for me to see him get past this line. I can see him maybe getting to 5 innings. He might get through 1 out, but I think that's probably where he's going to fall apart. We'll see. But I'm trusting Baltimore's offense here today to show up.
Yeah, dude, I love it. I love it just because of, and I don't play outs or anything, but I love it just because I love the Orioles' offense. I think one of the best offenses in baseball. You just hit on it, with their success against righties. Gunnar Henderson just knocking the cover off the ball, man. Last year's reigning AL Rookie of the Year. Him, Anthony Santander, Cedric Mullins. I mean, you're just a stacked lineup, man. And
Right.
So you have the blow-up factor that they could get to Schmidt early, and he may get out of there in the 3rd or the 4th. If he does go 5, all it takes is one bad inning to run his pitch count up there, and then we're like, okay, there's no way he's going past the 5th. So I think that's
Correct.
probably the most likely outcome here.
Yep.
And
I'm looking for him to get through 85, 90 pitches through the 5th inning, and then we'll be good.
I love the juice there. I think that's, even if you got to lay, if you don't have Fliff, you got to lay 130. I don't mind that at all. I think you're getting plenty of value at 130. I don't know what you would make this line if you were booking. Would you make it 150, 160 if it's something like this, or would you, just curious if you had to put a number on it?
Man, honestly, I'd be leaning more minus 160, minus
Yeah.
165 just by
Okay.
history
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Baltimore's hitting and
Just for those
Baltimore's at home.
trends. Yeah. I love it.
I mean, you've got almost every single data point, at least 3 or 4 different data points that are very strong going against him.
Love it.
So I think he should be a little bit more of a favorite than what he currently is. So I feel like we're getting a little bit of value on this line today. Yeah, I was actually
Sweet.
quite shocked when I first saw this line and the odds.
Yeah, it looks like a steal to me, man. Honestly, it really does, especially because, Baltimore's going to be in this game. Grayson Rodriguez going. I just see it being, a tightly pitched game, maybe early on. But yeah, Baltimore's offense is too good to list this at 16.
Yeah, and he's gone 15 against them in those last 3 games. So
Yeah.
why they're making this 16 and a half when he hasn't hit this in 9 straight games? I don't understand the line.
Yep. Well, I love it. I love it. It's sometimes it's a good thing we don't understand. It means free money. So
yeah, no, it's these are the ones I like to jump on. So
good deal, man.
yeah,
Love it.
well, appreciate everybody joining us today.
Yeah. Thanks, y'all. Have a marvelous Monday. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Can't believe it's already been 8 episodes. We're just going to keep on rolling, and hopefully Wade gets some more beach time in with his family. And appreciate you carving out a few minutes here in the wee hours. It's almost 1 a.m. where you're at, man. So really appreciate you looking out for us.
Just a little caveat for everybody. We did do this show already once this morning, I was an idiot and didn't record it, so we lost like half of what we actually talked about today. So my bad.
Think it was you,
I don't
man.
know what was happening.
I think it was internet connection, actually.
Yeah, I don't know, but we'll try. I'm gonna try to link back up with you on Friday and do a quick 10-15 minute video, maybe just our favorite bets for Friday and maybe something that we like for the weekend coming up.
Cool.
Yeah, we'll keep the show going. We've been hitting bets for everybody. As long as you guys tune in and tail these bets, make sure you go check out eatwatchbet.com. You get all the free bets and articles you could ever want. You don't have to pay anybody for them. And if you look around on their website, you can sign up for other books that you don't have and get deals, and
that's it.
It helps everybody out. So no, it's
that's it.
Appreciate everybody joining us. Hope everybody has a blessed Monday.
Absolutely. And sign up for Wade's service, guys. We got to plug Wade's service. I mean, dear Lord, it's $25 a month, super cheap. He's well over 200 units won over the last year. That is insane. He's won, I think, 16 out of 17 months or something like maybe 17 out of 18. I always get confused.
Yeah, we lost one month last year.
Freaking deal, man. It's a freaking deal. Even if you only bet, say you only bet $10-20 a game, it doesn't matter. You're going to come out way ahead. Wade on average is typically, he's winning consistently 5, 6, 7 units a week for his people. You cannot beat that. So
yeah, no, I appreciate that. Yeah, I never really like to plug myself too much, but yeah, no, we profited 150 plus units in baseball last 2 seasons. So
holy smoke, dude, that's on fire.
Let's keep it growing, baby.
Do it. Yep. Sign up. It's only $25. We got to lose. I mean, really.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Thanks,
Good
guys.
seeing you, buddy. Cheers, folks.
All right.
Best of luck with your bets. Let's cash them.
Yeah, let's cash. See you, buddy.
See you, bud.